Well, good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, which is brought to you by 3TV. I'm Ashley Goebel from the Arizona Humane Society. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us and our adorable adoptable pets. We have several for you to meet today, including a long-eared friend. You know, just like dogs and cats, your pet rabbit also has ways of communicating. Today we'll share 3 ways that rabbits show their affection. And our medical team saves the lives of homeless pets every single day, but last week Tank actually saved a dog who was on death's door. Yes, he's a hero, and we'll tell you why later on today's show. Plus, scientists at TGen have teamed up with the Arizona Humane Society to conduct a study for valley fever in dogs, how your dog's drool can help advance medical research. But first, I want you to meet my cute little co-host here. This is Sage, a 13-week-old orange tabby. Here's a fun fact that you may not know. Orange outnumber females 4 to 1. This little guy was rescued off of a roof. A very hot day in June it was, and he was just a few weeks old, but he's been raised in a foster home with his 2 litter mates and is now ready for a home where he can play and explore, maybe have a little kitty friend. He's a great cat, just purring up a storm here. Now, Madam Wiggles here got her name for a reason. She's perpetually happy, and her tail never stops wagging. In fact, our emergency animal medical technicians had no trouble rescuing her off the streets, and Perry, she just went right up to that EAMT and actually showered them with lots of kisses.
You know, Ashley, she's in a portion of our kennel right now where she's kind of in a primo location. She sits in an area that's right across where the volunteers hang out, and I see her all day long, and she does nothing but wiggle this little butt right here. She is a real sweetie, like she said. She was found in a parking lot in kind of not the greatest conditions at all. Her bones were protruding. You can see she's still very thin, but she is getting weight nicely. And she is just a love, though. She loves everybody. Her name is very, very fitting for her. You know, this time of year, we're receiving about 60 phone calls a day for situations like Wiggles was in here. Heat stress, heat exhaustion, and get to know the signs, and better yet, how about just keeping your pets out of the really extreme heat. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for them. So just be careful of your pets in this extreme heat.
I love her. She is such a sweet doggie and so much energy and enthusiasm. Up next, we have cute puppies here. It's normal for puppies to chew on objects when they explore, and much like humans and infants, puppies go through a stage when they lose their baby teeth and experience the pain of those adult teeth coming in. Our little pups here are helping with their teething right now. Linda has some ideas to help pups like Marv and Juno here relieve their teeth during those uncomfortable times.
Yes, well, I've got Marv here, and this is his sister Juno. And as you can tell, they're already licking their little ice cube trays here. When you've got puppies, you've got teething, and that means anything near their mouth, including fingers, clothes, shoes, anything. So we have some tips for you that really help with the teething stage. The #1 thing is patience. It is a temporary situation, and we have some tips here. You have a frozen ice cubes here with their treats in it. Kind of helps massage their gums. It kind of cools down the irritation that they may have from the teething. And also, they really do deserve to have their own box of treats and toys. So if you get a box, you can go to our Petite store, pick up some toys, some treats, anything that's there specifically for them. They need their own special space, and then eventually they'll get trained and they'll know exactly where to go for their toys, and they won't end up chewing on an expensive shoe. I mean, they don't know the difference between an old sneaker, a new sneaker, or a $100 pair of shoes. So it's really important to have their own box of treats and toys for teething.
Well, Rafiki is up next, an 11-month-old corgi who has never been a stranger to anyone. Man, woman, child, let's see, rabbits, rats. I think he even liked a bearded dragon, Lisa. He's the Will Rogers of dogs, and it's hard to understand why he's currently homeless.
I can't understand it myself because he is a darling mix of breeds. I don't know, Dalmatian, Corgi. He's got these short, stout legs, very sturdy, would be a great hiking partner. He lived with bearded dragons, cats, dogs, kids, house trained. I can't think of a more perfect pet. And here's his tricks. He's already sitting, so shake. Look at that, right on cue. He is going to be the perfect dog for an easy companion for someone, loves car rides. 11-month-old Rafiki, just a darling little boy.
Well, if you watch the show regularly, you may recall seeing a handsome dog named Bruno on the show. Well, he has yet to find a home. We can't understand why. He is such a good dog. His tail wagging, he's house trained, he's leash trained. He knows all kinds of tricks, and his favorite thing to do is to catch treats mid-air. Enjoys playing ball. He would love a yard. You can come down and meet him today. He's at our 15th Avenue and Dobbins location. Just $50 to take him home. Now, if you love dogs, he might lick your face, or if you have a cat, she may purr, but rabbits have their own way of displaying their affection, and Perry has hanging out with Oliver, here to tell us how rabbits show them their owners that they love them.
Actually, that's probably a combination of the two, maybe, between dogs and cats. They'll do things like licking, like cats will do, and like dogs will do sometimes. They'll do this exercise called chinning, where they'll kind of put their chin on you and rub, kind of a chin massage. And then the funniest one of them all is the binky, is where they just jump for joy into the air, they kind of spring off those big back legs for just total enjoyment. That's kind of a sign that they're really, really happy right now, and they really enjoy being with you. But when you do get a rabbit, though, you have to make sure you know what you're doing. So we have some tips for you. First of all, the enclosure is extremely, really important. So we recommend an enclosure probably no less than 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, and there it is. And you can see it's filled with all kind of goodies. Lots of water, lots of Timothy hay is a must, some fresh fruits, some veggies, some chew toys in there. Rabbits, their teeth never stop growing, so you need to give them some chew things. That's very, very important, and to get them out of their kennel for some exercise too. But that's a great habitat right there, solid bottom. You'll have a very, very happy rabbit. This guy right here is Stray. We don't know much about him, but I'll tell you what, he is an absolute joy. Look at him. He is just enjoying the show here. He likes getting massaged like this. He is a really pretty bunny. If you've never had one, come on down and get acquainted with one and check out Mr. Oliver.
Well, we heard from a recent adopter who took home this pretty kitty named Luna, and it sounds like the two fell in love instantly. Brianna says that Luna is the light of her life and greets her every day at the door with chirps and meows. She's her alarm clock every morning. Happy Adoption Day, Luna. We're glad you found a home. Now, like thousands of other dogs, Connie here was spooked by the fireworks over the 4th of July. And of course, the 5th of July is a very busy time for, where is she? Where is Miss Connie? Connie, there she is. Okay. So Connie here was picked up on the 5th of July. And it was a stray, of course, probably frightened by the fireworks, but Linda, she didn't have proper identification, and there was no way to reunite her with her owner.
No, unfortunately, it's such a common thing to happen around 4th of July. The animals get spooked with fireworks and they just take off. And unfortunately, sometimes when they get lost, people don't realize that the most important thing to do is to first, if you find a stray, I should say, take it to the nearest veterinarian or shelter. It's complimentary. They'll take a scanner and they'll check their back and they'll see if there's any identification. Basically, a microchip is a very affordable, simple procedure. It has all the owner's information, name, phone number, location, where they live, and all they have to do is scan it and they can possibly reunite their animal back with their owner. This is Connie. This is an example of the scanner. It's very simple. It's harmless. All that does is just scan it across their body, and if the microchip is in there, it has all the information, all of the owner's information, and they can be reunited with their families. So come down and see Connie. She has been a stray, and she is 2 years old, a wonderful Labrador, and she's very happy to be here today.
Labrador, I like that. Yeah. Okay, Connie. Well, 1 in 3 pets will go missing at some point in their lifetime, yet studies show that microchipping your pet can greatly increase the chances of seeing your furry friend again. Both of the Arizona Humane Society's veterinary clinics microchips, they're just $36. It's quick and easy, and it's much like getting a vaccination. It could be your pet's ticket back home. Well, stay with us. Dog training expert Kayla will be joining us with tips on how to help facilitate positive and rewarding dog introductions when we come back.